Hello everyone, and welcome to another Minecraft Redstone video. For Christmas, I did get a new microphone, so hopefully my videos sound a lot better now. And this video is going to be about coral, and because in the newer version of 1.16.200, it is finally renewable in specific biomes. And I also decided to make this farm have some other uses. So let me turn this off. Go right here. You can see that we're also getting seagrass, and this is the coral we're getting. And if you look at my shear, it has Unbreaking 3 and Silk Touch. And the Silk Touch basically allows us first to get coral, because the coral does not have a specific tool. It is all insta-mine. So if we go to game mode creative, you can see this is the entire farm. And the thing about shears is that they also can get seagrass. If you do not want seagrass, you can simply use one of these tools. You may notice that they're wood. I'll show you why in a second. And as long as they have Silk Touch, it is fine. It doesn't matter which one it is. So if we go back into survival, see that we're getting only coral now. And you may notice that there is no durability loss with the tool. And it seems like, for some reason, tools do not lose durability when breaking seagrass or coral, but shears do when breaking the seagrass using, probably because it's some sort of hard-coded, different way that shears act against the seagrass, because that's their intended tool. So if you want to AFK for a very long time, this is a great way to do it, because these will never run out. And I'll first be explaining the mechanics of the coral, which is kind of important. If you want to skip to the tutorial, that is fine. I'll be putting a timestamp right here, right now. But before you go there, one very important thing is to get coral, it needs to be in a warm ocean biome. So that is where I am right now. So if you go down here, you can see all the coral and all kinds of sea pickles. So you need to make sure you're in this biome, or else coral will not spawn and it will only be seagrass. So that's what I just make sure that you put it in the right biome, or else you'll be very disappointed. So next I'll show you the mechanics. So here we have a nice patch of dirt, and there are only specific blocks that you can bone meal to get these plants. That is red sand, gravel, dirt, and clay. I recommend using these two because they are not affected by gravity. The rest are. And it also needs to be too high water. So even though not all these are too high in blocks, they still require the 2 blocks for some reason. So if you go over here and bone meal, we get the particle effect, but nothing happens. And it's very strange, but it is what it is. And here's to demonstrate that it has to be those specific blocks that I said over here. And they have also a specific range. And if you just keep on bone meal here, you can see that, oops, it's my fault. It pretty much is a 3x3 with occasionally some seagrass spawning outside of it. And we could also use a dispenser on the bottom of the block, so down here, and we will also get the same effect. And we have 2 coral right here. So the best way to get this is to bone meal and then have a player go across and break these blocks. And at first I tried using a minecart, but it seemed to be a bit too fast. So I decided to use water, as it was pretty cheap. And basically we just have a simple clock that is also bone mealing, and this will just move us back and forth by removing and adding this water. So now the water is flowing this way, and it flows back to this position, and so on. So you can move back and forth, and this is a pretty simple way to do it, and it's just the right speed. You can't get all of it, but the nice thing is if you're going for coral, the seagrass will not replace the coral, so even if you miss the coral, it's fine. And it doesn't really work right in creative for some reason. So if you go in survival, it works way better. And I have no idea why this is the case. There seems to be some weird things in this version of the game. For example, creative does seem to have less reach than before, pretty sure, and it's the same as survival, so 5 blocks right here. And now I'll be showing you how to make this farm. So here are the materials that you need for this build: a bunch of blocks, 4 slabs, 6 chests, a stair, 9 of the block that the seagrass and coral will grow on. So this is red sand, sand, gravel, dirt, or clay. I recommend dirt or clay because those are not affected by gravity. 3 repeaters, 1 torch, 2 dispensers, and 1 dropper. So make sure this is the right amount of each. 2 redstone, 1 lever, 3 hoppers, and a bunch of water. So then we're just going to get all these items. And we can just get rid of this chest here. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to find out where you want to put your farm and where you want the center to be. Go up a few blocks and place your dispenser. So this is the one with the bone meal. Then you want a 9x9 platform of the block that the plants and coral will grow on. Then you want to create a 3-high wall around the entire thing. Except on the side that the player will be, you need to put slabs like this, and the rest is all pretty much the same. Then you're going to want to go on this side and place some chests here and here. Then you're going to want to grab your hopper, place it right here, a slab on top of this hopper. Then next you want to get your water and start filling the first layer up. Then you're going to want to temporarily put some blocks here and put water in this corner so that the water all flows into where this hopper is. And then we can remove these blocks here, go underwater and fill in the water for this layer again, and make sure that everything is working by putting an item down. It should float back up. It might sink back to the bottom, but it will always come back up, so that is fine. And there we go. So that is our collection system. Then next we are going to want to get a dropper this time. This is a dispenser and this is a dropper. This is going to go here. This is to save on a hopper because they are expensive. We could put a hopper here and chest here for bone meal. Then we can come out block like this and create a channel right here. Then we can grab our stair and put it right here. Go up a few more blocks, put a dispenser here, and you can surround this if you want. Put water in here so the water flows this way, and then we could put some water in the dispenser, put a lever there. Then the next step is you're going to want to put dust here, a block right here. Then grab your repeater. This one's going to be on 2 ticks, and this one's on 4, and this one is also on 4. Then we grab our redstone torch. Should go here, and before you put that final block, power this on. And let me make sure all the timings are right. And then it should pretty much all be functioning in terms of the clock, so you can just sit here and oops, I put this repeater in the wrong direction, so it needs to face into that block. And now you should be moving side to side. Yeah, that's my bad. This actually needs to be 1 block farther out. Sorry for this mistake. Grab some water. Now the player should be going all the way to this edge. Then you want to fill this in with bone meal. So you could just do this from here. So let me get a bunch of bone meal from here and start putting it in here. And we should start seeing things get bone meal. Actually, we need to put a piece of redstone right here. And now that should be everything going. And we should be getting coral. And there we go. And that is actually all there is to the farm. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you build this in the correct biome, so a warm ocean, the one with the coral reefs. And thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next Resto video.